My name's John Mills for Network Rail. I'm one of the senior construction managers here at Euston Enabling Works. I'd like to talk about and give you a slight overview about what we're actually doing in this part of the station. So if you can look around, this is actually the cut line element of the station. So basically this part of the project will cut this section off of Euston Station to enable the new HS2 high-speed rail station to be built literally in this footprint here. So I'd like to hand over to one of my colleagues, Mo, who works for our principal contractor Skanska, just to give you a bit of a flavour about what we're actually doing here.
My name's Mo, I'm the agent for the cut line, so I work for Skanska. And our main job here is obviously to deliver the enabling works for HS2. So the cut line work started. We already removed part of the station, so the train shed part of the station, which is the southern western part of Euston Station, that's already been demolished and removed. We demolished platform 17-18, so that is pretty much gone. And now we're in the process of removing the second phase of Euston structure, and that is the parcel deck, as well as the ongoing strengthening works to the existing structure. At the moment we're standing on platform 16, which is a live platform at Euston Station, and due to the close interface between the live platform and in order to minimise the impact on the live platform and the public, we had to build what we call the scaffold screen, which is essentially a separation wall between our works and the live platform. The scaffold screen pretty much run from the start of platform 16 to the end, so that's about 230 metres of scaffolding. So basically where we're standing now is what used to be the former platform 18 track bed. So the trains used to run along here, platform 18. On the other side obviously we had the platform, and then platform 17, and then platform 17, which is remaining. So what you see over there is platform 17B, and the tracks there remain to enable material by rail for HS2. Yeah, so where we're standing now is what used to be the old west ramp, which used to service the parcel deck at Euston Station. So Euston Station had two main access and egress up to the parcel deck, which is the east ramp and the west ramp. And part of the enabling works, the west ramp had to be demolished. The west ramp was also used as a secondary means of escape from platform 16 in case of an emergency. We had to also initially install a temporary staircase to enable the demolition of the west ramp, so provide an alternative route. Once the temporary staircase was built, we were allowed or permitted to start the demolition of the west ramp. We installed the permanent fire escape staircase over a few possessions.
What Mo was just talking about just now was the other side of this hoarded fence, so that was in the site side. So basically what I'd just like to give you a bit of information about is what we're doing here. This section is currently operational for passengers and the operational staff for the station. So basically at Christmas 2020 we'll be removing this section of hoarding, and this will be all opened up to the public and the passengers. So where we was with Mo just now, all that section there will have new lighting columns that have been put in here for passengers, just to relight this area, because we used to have a big canopy here, but now it's all gone, so it's quite open. So this is what's happening on this side. So Christmas 2020, this will all be open, all be retarmacked, and it'll be open to the public.
So hi, my name's Robin Fisher. I'm one of the agents for Skanska, dealing with all of the front of house works. So this is the existing concourse of Euston Station. And one of the key things we've done is to try and improve the pedestrian flow. So we've removed some of the retail outlets, and then new permanent finishes will be put in afterwards. We've also changed the way that the public actually use the space as well. So the London Underground entrance used to enter into the concourse, which used to create lots of problems with pedestrian flow. That now has an exit out onto the piazza. So one of the other items we're doing is we're creating a new access up onto this mezzanine level, just behind the hoarding over there. and that will then provide 3 points of access up onto this level, which again helps improve pedestrian flow and also benefits the retailers as well. So another aspect that we've carried out to improve the pedestrian flow is widening the existing ramp from platform 2 and 3. There used to be a ramp that went down to the basement with one staircase, but it found that it didn't feed and create enough flow for the trains coming off of platform 1 and 2. So we've built additional staircases, we've widened the ramp so it's now twice the width it was to improve that. We're also in the process of building a brand new glass and steel screen to protect the public from the high voltage 11 kV cables that are adjacent to the platform. They are protected at the moment as there is a temporary measure in place. So we're currently standing in the entrance into London Underground, and in the background you can see the staircase that's going to go up to the mezzanine level. Also a scaffold that has been built that is hanging across the escalators. This will allow a new separation wall from glass and stainless steel to be built around this edge here, replace this temporary hoarding that will create a segregated station entrance area. We're currently in the process of that at the moment. What's happening over here is that Network Rail, separate to the project, are upgrading these 3 escalators. So the one here is just in the final throes of commissioning, and then it will move over to the middle and then to the far one.
Afternoon, it's Neil Soden from Network Rail. I'm Programme Manager for Stage A on Network Works. So our challenge that we've actually had for undertaking this work from High Speed 2 is that they need to sever the west side of the station. That has caused a significant challenge for Network Rail as far as looking after our customers. Originally they had access from the south, the east and the west. Now we're actually in a place where we've taken away the platform 17 and 18, so 2 tracks down. Also we're severing the west access and egress to the station. So from a customer experience and also from a pedestrian flow, this has been very challenging. We have actually delivered this work over multiple phases, therefore bringing this in to minimise disruption to our customers. But also trying to actually improve, where possible, the customer experience.
So we're now currently in the basement of Euston Station. This is what used to be the former car park and taxi rank. That's been now decommissioned, and we are currently in the process of constructing a permanent separation wall that will then segregate the Network Rail side, which we're currently standing on here, from the HS2 side, the other side of the wall, and whatever the construction works that will happen there. So this behind me is another example of the close interface we've got with all of the other contractors working on HS2 associated works. This is the joint venture that is currently demolishing the 2 towers that were at the front of Euston, and as you can see, they've got lots of prop in, and we've had to have a really good relationship with them in order to successfully carry out our works and their works.
So we're currently stood in the existing compactor area for Euston Station. So if you look behind me, these actual compactors, so basically their job is to compact all the rubbish that comes off of the trains and the station alike. And as you can see at the back, there's actually some very large bins, which all the compacted waste goes into, and then these big roller doors here, there's lorries coming, they take these compactor bins out. So the current part of the project works for Euston HS2, and to put the passengers first is to relocate this operation outside of the station environment, which gives a big benefit to the passengers alike, because it takes away some nasty smells that could come from here during the summer months. Okay, so we're back up on the parcel deck, and what I'd just like to show you is a building behind us, which is the existing, or was the existing, Euston PSB, which stands for Power Signal Box. Now the signal box controlled all the signals going in and out of Euston, and also the HV or the high voltage electrical supply to Euston Station. So what we've done in terms of this project, we decommissioned this and then we've built another one inside the parcel deck area, which I'll take you to now. Previously we was talking about the PSB at Euston, which we decommissioned, moved everybody out of there and we built this facility for them. So this is named Flinders House. So this is like the maintenance delivery unit for Network Rail. So all the track guys that was in the old PSB are now all here. Here we are on the east ramp of the station. So behind me you'll see the parcel deck, which we was just now. So if you look over there, we've actually done a really large piece of work in terms of the enabling for HS2. So over there we've done a complete utilities diversion from the west side over to the east. So basically the high voltage supply came into the old PSB, which I explained earlier, and now it's all been cut off and it's been diverted over to the new substation, which is right behind us. So what happens now is the new substation will, with a high voltage feed into Euston Station, where it has 3 subsequent substations which distribute the power all over the station to enable the station to operate, so which was a big part of our project.